Scientific aviation, we bill ourselves as an atmospheric research company. In recent years, our research has become very focused on greenhouse gas emissions, primarily methane emissions, and primarily from oil and gas facilities. My name is Stephen Conley, and I am the CEO of Scientific Aviation in Boulder, Colorado. Initially, it was just me in a plane flying around doing research projects. And shortly after that started, I wanted to make a wind system for the plane. And so once I did that and added the wind system, we just started getting a lot more requests from especially government clients to use the airplane. And so we added a second, and then a third, now a fourth. We work a lot for the state of California. We work for the Environmental Defense Fund. Our first client was NOAA here in Boulder. So, and in fact, the NOAA client was even better because it came with a wife. And in the last 2 years, we've started working a lot for the United Nations. So one of our planes that's currently in Europe, we were flying in the Norwegian North Sea, looking at offshore drilling platforms and the emissions from them. So what the airplane do, if you imagine a plume of gas coming out of the ground, it rises in 3 dimensions. So it'll go up and it'll also move with the wind. And so what the airplane is, it's a 3-dimensional tool. We can cover that entire volume. So the airplane will typically go fly circles around a refinery or a well pad or whatever you're interested in. And we can add up the total amount of methane that enters this little cylinder we create and the total amount that leaves. And the difference is what came from the surface. So that's how we can estimate the emissions from any type of source. What we do is we'll put whatever instrument payload someone's wanting us to measure. So maybe it's air quality, we're measuring ozone and NOx, or maybe it's methane and we're measuring greenhouse gases, methane, CO2. And we just put whatever instrument in the back that we want to measure that particular suite of gases. So there's 2 things that this does for the whole climate change equation. So one is it helps to identify problem areas. So one thing that we learned from everything in humanity is you can't fix it if you don't know what it is. And so with the airplane, we can find out how are Jerry's contributing to this problem? How's oil and gas contributing? Is one operator different from another operator? Like, is one operator doing a good job and one not? The airplane lets you just in half an hour sort of spell that out for an oil field. And so it just basically it gives you the information that you need to be able to either enforce or manage or improve. Like a lot of the times we're working for actual industry clients who are just trying to improve their operation. From 2010 until about 2 years ago, we were just airplanes. And then 2 years ago, we added drones. And now we're actually working on a continuous monitoring system that'll be ground-based. If you imagine a major disaster, a BP oil spill, if you imagine those type of events where you need quick information to make a decision, we can cover anywhere in the country in about a half a day. So that's where the plane is, which is also why we now have a plane in Europe to be able to extend that capability to other parts of the world.